Whoops. Didn't mean to show that thing. Hello, everyone. I don't usually do streams on Saturdays, but I was going to do a stream Thursday, but I had other things going on. Friday I was going to do on Friday, but I had other things as well. More important than streaming. But today is the day. Got back from a hectic Saturday. Of course, you know, I call it Saturday Smackdown. I call it Saturday Smackdown, which is why Saturdays are the busiest at my workplace. Hello, Nitchy. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it to the stream. Here before Emperor Reaper plagiarizes off this video, and it's the title of the same name. Nobody disrespects an OG. He will definitely forfeit in trying to be like me. Because I am an OG, I am a YouTube veteran. I've been on YouTube and the internet a lot longer than him. I've been on YouTube since 2011. I've been on Instagram since 2012. Even though I seldom use it. I don't really use it really because I ran out of ideas of what to post. And besides, Instagram has too much censorship. We will not be silenced. And I'm also a Roblox veteran as well. So there's no way people can out the OG. Because I'm the OG. I am the veteran. And I will not be out-pizzaed. Ha, get it? Out-pizza the Hut. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. That's what the motto is? I'm sorry. My memory's just bad. You two are just talking, of course. I watched that short of Mr. Fix-It, and it was so funny. Glad you think that, because I had that idea in mind. I had that idea in mind so far. For a few days. Because it has been a while since I did AI voiceover parodies of Busy Town episodes, you know? Yep. It was pretty funny. That's what I'm there. You are OG. Yes, I am. I am the OG, motherfuckers. I'm the motherfucking OG. Nobody out-OGs the OG right there. Lord Snowman, the OG. Formerly Mr. Boba425. To those of you who don't remember Mr. Boba425, or if they do remember, that's me. That's who I was when I was younger. But now that name is long gone. Holy crap. Looks like that latest short has been climbing a lot of views. 411 views. I'm going to expect it to reach 1,000 views on that short. Because I feel like shorts are killing regular videos. I might do a parody song of it. Like, YouTube Shorts killed the video star. It's a parody of Video Killed the Radio Star. It'll be a parody, but I've yet to write the lyrics. But it's definitely going to be a thing. What do y'all think of my latest parody? It's a parody of Village People's YMCA, but it's DMCA. I had to do that song because I was angry when I got home a few days ago. And of course my YouTube poops, all 6 of my Berenstain Bears YouTube poops were copy fucked. They were blocked in Canada and the US. Which was bullshit. That's not fucking fair! Like, what the fuck? PBS, you are the chosen one. You are my fucking childhood. I'll bet it's on the news. Bet it's on the news. But it's not on the news. There's a YouTube channel called PBS. How greedy is YouTube? How greedy can they be? But I know what to do. Upload them to Rumble. Upload them to Odyssey. Because those two aforementioned sites don't give a flying fuck what you post. No wonder PBS is getting defunded at the moment. Because they're being so greedy blocking my fucking edited videos. It's no wonder. Don't defund PBS. Shut the fuck up. PBS has not been themselves lately. They just need to get their heads out of their asses and know what editing's all about and know what fair use is. So you Trump haters, shut the fuck up. God damn. But the only Berenstain Bears related is the shorts. I mean, I don't really think they block shorts, especially the AI voiceovers I did. They didn't block that, thankfully. What could be worse? What could be worse if they blocked Busy Town YouTube poops of mine? Because those are the YouTube poops I enjoy doing the most right now. I enjoy doing them the most because it's fun. Alright, the actual subject. Let's get to the actual subject. So, what features should any site add? Let's start with DeviantArt. To those of you who know about DeviantArt or who has DeviantArt, I have DeviantArt. I had DeviantArt since 2015, but I closed my 2015 account and started fresh on a new one. So what features should DeviantArt have? Well, what feature they should have is like if you want to schedule some art so it'll automatically post on a specific date. Hang on. Let me show you the feature. I'll show you the feature right there on the screen. It's going to be quick. I have yet to post that art, but it's a draft. It's in the draft. Whoops. It's in the draft. Of course, I just did no AI because this is not AI generated. This is hand-drawn by me. My OCs, of course, my fanfic OCs. And whenever my art contains nudity, blood, and guts, I mark it as mature. And sometimes, but I don't feature them, do it in the feature. I just post them mature content. Sell your art. I'm not here to sell my art. I am here to entertain y'all with creativities and my fanfic. Submit to group. But the problem is if you want to schedule it, if you want to schedule your art on a specific date, you click this, but look, scheduling, look at this. Look at this. In order to do a date, you have to fucking have core. What the fuck kind of shit site is that? What kind of a fucking site? What kind of a fucking site has a membership, requires a membership to fucking schedule anything? Like, what the fuck? YouTube doesn't require a fucking membership that schedules some videos. Nor Rumble, nor anywhere. But DeviantArt? What the fuck, man? Seriously, there's people who have better things to do besides me. I have work. I put food on the table, damn it. I play video games whenever I'm bored, you know? But look at this. You have to have fucking automatically published at a future time and date and time. Like, what the fuck were they thinking of requiring core? Core is a membership. I would like to get core, but I need to spend my cash on essential shit, you know? Something to live. God damn it. I need to help my cousin with rent, you know? God. Idiots. Have you forgotten? What the fuck, dude? Seriously, DeviantArt. Why? What else should DeviantArt have? Oh! Good one. I know what they should have. Privatize your favorites, just like Ink Bunny and Furfinity. Having the option where you could privatize your favorites. Like, keep them to yourself so no one can view them, just like Furfinity. and Ink Bunny. They really need that feature because we don't want people going your fucking business. I mean, it's normal and natural to worship a fictional female character, especially when they're NSFW naked, but people don't like to be spied on because it's their opinion. If they want to worship a naked girl, then it's their choice. If people want to worship a naked girl, Arts of a Naked Girl by doing favorites, then that's their choice. One thing's for sure, my favorites is not supposed to be anyone's fucking business. Because it's my art. It's my fucking art. Collection. Not my art, but collection, of course. Because if I ever want to favorite nudity, then that's fine. And that's fine, because I have a lot of interest, better than a fucked up fatty fetish, you know? That's BS. Yes, it is BS. It fucking sucks. Because they're my favorites. They're my collection, and it's none of your business. So don't be looking at my favorites, or I'll stick my foot in your ass. Comprende? Even KVA fourth time agreed that there should be a way to private favorites. And I agree with him. There should be a feature of private favorites in DeviantArt. Make collections private so it will only be viewable to you or even maybe people you choose. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, would I look at that? My profile on DeviantArt has reached 6,000 profile views. Thank you! And I'm almost to 100 watchers. I predict I will reach 100 watchers again this year. Anyways, to all my DeviantArt watchers, thank you. Thank you very, very much. You are the best. I'm glad you all love my fanfic. Especially when it's not for kids. What else? What else? What else? What else should DeviantArt have? Oh yeah, audio uploading like Furfinity and Ink Bunny has. That would be nice. Audio uploading, you know, like tracks just like Furfinity and Ink Bunny has. That'd be cool. Yeah, he can see naked girls all he wants. Yeah, naked girls. Of course. Naked girls who are at least over 18. Duh. Dumbasses. I mean, yes, I do have Ink Bunny. I had Ink Bunny since 2019. But in order for me to give it out to some people, of course, y'all know, Ink Bunny is the same name as Stilton Fanfic, of course, that's me. I cleaned it up, and it looks nice. Be warned, I post NSFW on Ink Bunny, and they are marked as mature. So no minors allowed. Thank you. Arigato. Gracias. Obrigado. Danke. Merci. Spasiba. And that's another site where you can read my fanfic as well, each chapter. Besides Furfinity and Weasel. So, how did I clean it up? Well, what I did is got rid of this shitty-ass JFG art back when I was in the community because I don't want anything to do with that shit no more. Because people who think I'm still in the community, you're a moron. The Adventures of Cucumber Pickles is not the only fanfic I publish. Vincent Cheddar is a Geronimo Stilton based fanfic. And yes, it's not for children, of course. Because it has a lot of swearing, sexual references. And it takes place in Italy because Elisabetta Adami's Italian. but I could just read you this. Whilst Jared takes a bite on his sourdough sandwich, Vincent quietly removes the batteries from Jared's wireless controller and puts them in his pocket and quickly places the battery cover. I guess I'll read it to y'all. Some of it, but not where it gets sexual. So, the one who is saying I is Vincent Cheddar, of course. I quietly removed the batteries from Jared's wireless controller and put them in his pocket and quickly placed the battery cover on Jared's controller when he isn't looking. Jared finished taking bites of a sandwich the same time I make my player whip Jared's player, unable to control Jared's player because the batteries were out. Jared looks at the TV and tries to get back into the game, but his controller wasn't working. And hey, stop it, Vince! My controller's broken! Why is my controller not working? Eat shit! You got owned. You dumbass, you cheated. You took the batteries out of my fucking controller. Serves you right. No wonder you ain't getting pussy, like ever. Oh, nonsense. I'm about to get some soon. Let me guess. Mary Lou Mellon? And yes, from Mary Lou. Mary Lou is the girl of my dreams and I really love her. Deal with it. Also, you're one to talk. I'm gonna soon get... His phone gets a text. Give me a minute. Jared got a text from his cell phone and it reads, Hi Jared Havarti, it's almost the end of the month and your rent is due. If you don't pay 800 euros, then you will be asked to vacate. Thanks, your landlord Abby. Oh shit, Vincent got any rent money? Not much, how much do you have on you? I only got 200 euros on me. I used to have 900, but what? I spent it on Porno Max. Are you serious right now? You spent some of our rent money on new magazines? How could you be so helpless? But I love boobs. I love butts. The butt you need to worry about is yours when ours gets kicked out. I'm going to Mary Lou's. Have fun. So yeah, that's all. So that's all I have to read you. I came up with that fanfic in 2023, but I have never gotten around writing chapters. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, next site that some features need to be introduced. YouTube's features. Let's start this off with YouTube, of course. Of course, if you may have noticed, in case you forget, lest you forget, YouTube really needs to have a fucking unauthorized access error. When someone blocked you and you try to get to their page, you get this error. For example, that fat fuck blocked me, which I'm not surprised about. I'm not surprised that fat fuck blocked me on DeviantArt. I'm not even surprised. I don't want to get another fucking boner. So he blocked me and I get this error. Unauthorized. You are not authorized to access this page. Please consult our help, blah blah blah. You see that? That feature on DeviantArt, which, believe it or not, in my point of view, is a blessing. I really want this feature to be on YouTube. Please, God, I want this to be on YouTube. Because if people want to be safe, then that's fine. If people want to be safe on the internet. Do you not care about safety, YouTube? DeviantArt cares about safety. They've been on the internet since fucking 2000. 25 fucking years, dude. $25 fucking years. And they've been released 5 years before YouTube. YouTube was released in 2005, launched. DeviantArt was launched in 2000, of course. They do really need to have that feature. And at least YouTube has a feature where liked videos are private, which, believe it or not, is a blessing. Like videos in your playlist, you know, it's privatized, which, believe it or not, is a blessing. Because who wants to look in their business? Watch later is, of course, private, which is a blessing as well. I have a whole bunch of videos of my watch later, and it's none of your fucking business. And what should YouTube bring back? The fucking dislike count, that's what! They need to bring back the motherfucking dislike count. Like, what the hell is YouTube thinking? What were you thinking of removing the dislikes? Are you broken? Like, are you broken? Like, dislikes help you improve. They did this because of YouTube Rewind 2018 getting the most dislikes. YouTube, I know you're not ideal for broadcasting and shit, but if you take a look at dislikes, you need to know that they help you improve and do better in future content. I mean, take a look what I've been doing. I've been getting dislikes on my videos, pretty much any site where you can have the dislike button, you know? Where it has the dislike button, of course. And I thought about it, I had time to think after I looked at my dislikes, and I found a way to make my content a little bit better. But removing dislikes in your case, that's a bitch move. Such a bitch move. You suck at making decisions, YouTube. Seriously. That was very scummy. I hope you learn about your errors. But here's the beauty. To those of you who own Chrome and Opera, I own Opera as my web browser, you can get a plugin where you can see the dislike count again, which, believe it or not, is a blessing. Because I can see them again, I can see if they're helpful, like, whilst the dislike count is still there, whilst the dislike button's there, but nobody can see the amount of them. So yeah, while the dislike button is still there, can't even see the amount of them. Like, for example, if you're looking at a tutorial on how to fix some stuff, you never know how many dislikes there are. Because if there are more dislikes than likes on a tutorial video, then it wouldn't be helpful. If there are more likes than dislikes on a tutorial video, then it's helpful. What was YouTube thinking? You're not themselves no more. This would be my dream. This would be my dream. If they get their heads out of their asses. Oh look, a new comment from Funny Guy 9000. Warning videos are better than user videos. Warning videos? What do you mean warning videos? I don't remember. I'm sorry. You used to get mad at dislikes, right? I used to, but I didn't know any better at the time. I was like 12 when that happened. I don't get mad at dislikes anymore. I don't say, "Stop disliking my videos! Stop disliking my videos! There's nothing wrong with my videos!" When in reality, there's something wrong. That needs improvement, obviously. But dislike bombing a video without a specific reason is still preposterous in my point of view. What else? What else? Oh, I know! I know! Here's a feature that needs to be added for YouTube polls. Expiration. Like, if you were to make YouTube polls, you gotta set a date for it to close, just like Discord. You could set a date, like a specific date, or if you want, you could just set it to expire never. So that way, if that feature was there, I wouldn't have to manually close the poll by deleting it. And sometimes I do close my polls at a time, manually. YouTube really does need to add that feature. Polls closing, you know. That would be a good feature. So what features? Those are the features I've mentioned. They need to be added in some sites. I only mentioned 2 sites, but because I never got around of what needs to be mentioned. But anyways, gotta go now. I have something else to take care of. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.